Hi, happy Friday. This is the third lesson in our online immunity project, and today we're going to talk about ways you can strengthen your immune system. Let's recall what the immune system is. It's not just one organ, or really just one organ system. It's a lot of organs in your body, some parts of other organ systems that work together to keep you healthy. So, for instance, the lungs play a role in our immune system. They're also part of our respiratory system. And you might recall seeing this image in the first lesson. I want to take just a minute to focus on the lymph system, and that would be the vessels that you see in green in this image. So, throughout your entire body, you have a network of vessels different from your bloodstream called your lymphatic system. And they're transporting fluid through your body all the time. It's a network of vessels for white blood cells, for antibodies. It also removes excess fluid and waste. And we could talk about the lymph system for a long, long time. But it does play a really big role in your immunity and reducing inflammation wherever it exists throughout your body. So during an infection, if you have an illness of any kind, the lymph fluid will actually travel to the lymph nodes, which are all over your body, and they can fight infection there. So you actually have some lymph nodes in your neck, which aren't pictured in this diagram, in your armpit and down in the groin area that can become swollen during infection. They can even feel tender, and oftentimes doctors will feel around on your neck to see if your lymph nodes are swollen. I thought this comic was kind of cute, but it was a really good representation of how your immune system works. And sometimes we get kind of frustrated when things don't happen like right this second, and our immune system does take some time to respond. And our immune system isn't perfect. We all eventually get sick, and obviously we're exposed to a lot of things that don't make us sick, but there is a reward in the end from getting sick. Your body actually develops an immunity and prevents you from getting sick from that same pathogen again. Now, pathogens mutate and they change and they're rapidly evolving. And so sometimes we might feel like we have the same exact illness, but really it's just a mutation. Your immune system sometimes takes weeks to help you get over some crud, and that happens. But there are ways that you can make your immune system stronger and work more optimally. And although it won't prevent all illnesses, you can certainly reduce how often you get sick by doing a lot of different things. So this is a really short lesson because you're actually going to do the research and find out some more things that you can do to boost your immune system. And you're going to need to follow the same format as I did here on this slide. Now, you're not going to have to make a table. You actually only have to tell me one thing you can do for your immune system and the result with the source. But I've given you two here for an example. One of the biggest things you can do for your immune system is to get enough sleep. And however many hours you need is based on your age. So I found online that studies show that while you're sleeping, your immune system actually builds up a supply of proteins that are needed to fight infection. And I thought that was pretty interesting because a lot of this occurs when our body is sleeping and at rest. Another thing you can do is exercise regularly. So there are tons of benefits to the immune system when you exercise. This is just one specific reason. Your lymph system, that network of vessels I talked about earlier, it actually doesn't have a pump like the heart pumps blood. The lymph system relies on muscle movement to get that flowing through your body. So since lymph doesn't have its own pump, muscles that are being used during exercise really help to remove waste and move that lymph system to reduce inflammation in other parts of the body. So if you're not moving around a lot right now, this is a really, really good reason to get up and exercise, even if it's just a walk. So your challenge is to go online, find something you can do to help your immune system, post it in Echo, tell me what's the benefit of this particular activity, and a source is required for this. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with. And I might take your examples and put together a class document for you to look at with all the cool stuff that you come up with.